Oh, good morning. It is, can you believe December 29th, 2023? Holy moly mackerel. Anyway, December 29th, here we are, almost 10 o'clock in the morning. Another rainy, dank, cold day here in my neck of the woods, but it's okay. It's not snow, although that's not good for our planet Earth. But anyway, that's what's going on. I guess the weekend's going to be nice, and New Year's Day is going to be lovely, I hope. But anyway, I hope you're all well, and if you are joining me this morning, I'd love you to say hello. So it's almost time to start, and as soon as my clock says 10 o'clock, we will get started. Oh, there's a little cardinal outside on the bush. Oh, that's the father cardinal. Mother cardinal must be around somewhere because they always are paired together. It's a nice little family. Okay, it is 10 o'clock Friday, December 29th. Welcome aboard, everybody. Happy Friday morning, and I hope you've got some fun plans for New Year's Eve. And if you don't, staying home and relaxing is the best thing also. Anyway, let's get started. So I've got a lot to show you this morning. So let me just bring this in and show you the card that I'm going to show you how to make. First of all, I have to tell you, I know that we all have plenty of designer paper. Basically, I think we're hoarders. Not in a bad way, in a good way, because you never know when you're going to need a certain piece of paper. But anyway, I am using this set. This is called Lighter Than Air. This is in the brand new catalog. And it has beautiful colors. It's got Azure Afternoon, Balmy Blue, Bubble Bath, Flirty Flamingo, Fresh Freesia, Lemon Lolly, Petal Pink, and Pool Party. And they come in beautiful, beautiful patterns. Look at how pretty this is. And the flip side are stripes. And then this one is diagonal stripes. And on the back side, it's got that pretty little blue, balmy blue pattern. And then this one is the Petal Pink. And on the back side, it's got that. We're actually going to use that piece this morning. And then here's another one with a Fresh Freesia and I wanted to say Soft Succulent. This is not Soft Succulent. It is, what is that color? Huh. That's not really pool Party. No, I don't even know. It does look like Soft Succulent, but it's not listed here. It's not Azure Afternoon, not Balmy, not Bubble, not Flirty, not Fresh, not Lemon, Petal Pink, or Pool Party. I have no clue. Anyway, that's there. On the other side is Bubble Bath. And here's Lemon Lolly, which I love that. And there's the Bubble Bath on the other side. And then here is one with all the dots, all the different colors. And then Petal Pink on the back. So anyway, this is a beautiful stack. You get 48 sheets of this. This is great. So I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm also going to show you how to use the foam adhesive sheets. These are, we've done this before, but I'm actually going to show you how to use it. And this is a trial for me because I haven't used it on very thin letters before, really thin letters. So we're going to use this. But this is a nice addition to your inventory when you're making cards because this stuff works really well. It's like dimensionals, but it's a sheet. Okay, so let me just take this out of the way here. Let me put this over here. And I'm going to bring in what we need. I'm going to start, of course, with a piece of basic white cardstock. And I'm just going to do my usual Friday morning routine, fold and score, make a nice crisp fold like that. Linda Collins, good morning, and thank you for dropping on. It's very nice to have you here in my little studio this morning. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is take a piece of Azure Afternoon and the Designer Series paper. Now this piece is, oh, I should have had this written down for you, just in case. I think this is 5, let's see. This piece, the Azure, is 5 by 3 3/4, which means the designer piece is going to be 4 3/4 by 3.5. Okay, so now I'm going to adhere these two together. Bring my little silicone pad in, add some adhesive here. There we go. Linda, are you going to have a quiet day today, or are you running around with little munchkins? Or errands. I have 2 errands that I have to do after this. That means I have to put shoes on. I have to put shoes on. If only they could make slippers. Well, I suppose they do make slippers that you can wear outside. I don't know. Anyway, all right, so now let me add a little bit of adhesive here to this, and then I'm going to place it on the front part of my card, and I'm going to make sure I get it equidistant, left, right, north, south, east, west, like such. Talk about easy and fast. Again, this would make a great gift to give to somebody, especially for the new year. You made a whole bunch of birthday cards like this. All right, so there is that. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is take a piece of the Azure Afternoon and a piece of basic white cardstock. This piece is 3.5 by 2.5, which means this piece is going to be 2.25 by 3.25. And then I did run it through this 3D embossing folder. I think you know that this happens to be one of my favorites. I love this little cross hatch design. This actually comes in a package of 3, and this is an online exclusive, which I love, 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 love. Okay, so here I am. I'm going to take this, add a little bit of adhesive to the back. You don't have to dry emboss this if you don't want to. If you really want to keep it very simple and very fast, you just eliminate this step. Quiet day, but I've already been to the dump with the excess cardboard from Christmas. Good for you, good for you, good for you. That's something I should do too. Box up all the boxes. Yeah, that's a good idea. I might do that too. Okay, so that's done. Now the next thing is, and this is the fun step. I'm going to take a piece of this adhesive strip, this sheet, and I'm going to take the happy birthday. Now these dies come from Well Wishes. There are other dies that are in the catalog that you can use to make this to spell out happy birthday, but whatever you've got will work. So the idea is I've got to get some adhesive onto the piece of cardstock. So I'm going to measure this out. I'm going to take my little snipperinis, cut this piece like such, and then I'm going to peel back one of the layers of this piece. Let me get that out of the way. All right, so I'm going to peel. Jan Rodman, good morning. And where are you from, Jan? Have we met before? It's so nice that you're popping on and joining us this morning. Very, very fine and dandy. Thank you for joining in. Okay, so what I did was I just took that sticky off, and now I've adhered my Azure Afternoon to the sticky piece. See, it's got dimensions, just like a dimensional, but it's a sheet. Works really well. So now I'm going to bring in my little trusty, fun little tool here, and I'm going to put my paper down, and I'm going to put birthday, and I'm going to put happy. And we're going to see how this works. These are little letters. We'll see. And I'm going to bring in my plate. Don't look at my plate. I forgot to put it inside my machine last night, upside down, because that's how you can flatten it out. Okay, so here we go. Run it through. Takes a little bit of elbow grease. And I'm going to run it backwards just to make sure that those little blades on the dies have cut nicely. All right, let's take this out. Put this down here. All right, here we go. So let me take this off very carefully. Oh, I can tell it worked. How nice is this going to be? Let's see. Let me get this off. Ooh, I'm very excited. This is working. Sometimes you just have to finagle the bagel very gently. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this. We haven't met. I'm in Victoria, British Columbia, Canada. Jan, it's so nice to meet you through the internet. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to my Friday morning. Everybody say hi to Jan. It's nice to have my Goombas, and it's nice to have new people join in. So thank you so much. All right, so let's take this off like this. Very carefully. See, I have to be very careful because I don't want this to rip. Well, I'm going to just dig in here. Sometimes you just have to cut it right around the tip of the letter. I'm being very careful. There we go. And now I'm going to take this. Look at this. It's so exciting. Yay. All right, look at that. Very carefully, I'm going to take this out very carefully. See, the other piece of paper has already come off, so I do have to be really careful. But here we go. Rachel, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's so nice to have my peeps joining me this morning from all over the place. All right, let me just get this piece very carefully. Now, because it has a lot of letters in it, you have to be careful. And this is very sticky. As I said earlier, the piece of paper has already come off. Sometimes it comes off and sometimes it stays. But let me see if I can get this off now. Because the idea is, instead of having to use Tombow or to use my fine tip glue or to use glue dots, which are all great alternatives. Where are you, Jan? I'm in Franklin, Massachusetts, the United States of America. So we are a few miles apart, but not now, not with the advent and the excitement of the internet. We can be together like this. It's amazing. All right, here we go. Let me get this Y off. There we go. Now I'm going to I'm going to bring over this piece of paper, and I'm going to pop out the little insert for the A, like that, and the D. Perfect. This is the only tedious part of this. Now, you don't have to. If you didn't want to pop this up, you wouldn't have to. You could actually, what you could do is just take a regular happy birthday stamp and stamp it on your piece of white cardstock here, and then I would stamp it before. Good morning, Carrie. Thank you for popping on from Milford, Massachusetts. We've got quite an eclectic group of geographic areas this morning. It's very, very nice that everybody's popping on to say hi. So as I said, you could actually stamp happy birthday with whatever stamp you have at your house, but you wouldn't have to put it on adhesive like I'm doing now. These are really coming out. They're really being persnickety this morning, but I'm almost through. There are no mistakes in Stampin' Up. Remember that. None. I thought you were from Massachusetts. I recognize the accent. Everybody says that we have an accent, and I guess we do. Yes, we do. Wherever you are, you have your little own dialect, which is fine. All right, so there. I do park my car in Harvard Yard, and when I say it like that, it makes me laugh because it sounds weird, and then I think, yeah, I guess it is weird. All right, let me see if I can get this out. All right. Good morning, Kathy. Good morning, Kathy. We have Kathy from North Smithfield, Rhode Island. Thank you for popping on. Lots of people from lots of different towns and cities. All right. Come on, let's get this little tiny piece out. Of course, if I was doing this off camera, it probably would be a lot easier. Although, maybe not. Who knows? All right, now, oops, one more little piece. The little, and the birthday, the little loop on the B. There we go. Come on, here we go. There we go. Okay, it's done. All right, so I'm going to put the birthday on first, right like this. And I'm going to start over on with the B-I-R-T-H-D-A-Y, like this. Wait a minute, let me move this over just a tiny little bit. Can you see this? It's only 7 o'clock in the morning. You're an early riser, Jan. Wow, I'm going to have to look at the map to see exactly where you are in relationship to Franklin, Massachusetts. All right, this is making me happy. There we go. This is better. Sometimes you just have to play with it a little tiny bit. All right, there we go. Now I'm just going to press that down. How nice is that? Now let me get the happy out. My favorite is what you just said. It saved me from needing to text it. What did I just say that saved? I don't know what I just said. Oh, I'm telling you. But you're up at the, and the best part, you're probably still in your jammies. One of these days, I'm going to have a Friday morning pajama party. I think, why not? Why not? Sometimes I get up and say, oh, I've got to hurry up and get dressed because I have to do my Facebook Live. And I'm in my pajamas, and then I say to myself, what's the problem with wearing your pajamas on Facebook Live? Nobody cares. And it's clothing. I went to a store a couple days ago when a woman was in her pajamas in the store. Now, I don't know if I could do that because, for one thing, I wouldn't have a bra on. Oh, well, I shouldn't even say that. Anyway, here goes Happy. Look at how pretty that is. Okay, now, guess what I'm going to do next? Park the car. Aha, park the car. You're on the West Coast. Okay, park the car in Harvard Yard. Yep, thank you. That is a funny saying. All right, Winky. I have to do Winky. And one of the nice things about the Winky is, well, lots of nice things about the Winky. I'm just holding it. I'm not doing it point to letter. Good for you, Jan. I'm just going to lay it down like this and easily just brush the tops of these letters. Oh, let me stick that down a little bit. This is just going to give it a little bit of extra eye appeal when it's on the card. Like this. I love these foam adhesive sheets because, as you can see, this just it did take a little bit of time, but like I said, that's the part that takes the longest. All right, so there is my happy birthday. There we go. Yeah, haha about the bride, no. Okay, now I'm going to add some dimensionals to this. I think I'll probably just put one in each corner. And let me bring this down so you can see what I'm doing here. Okay, I'm trying to play with I've got a new art light for Christmas. Santa Claus brought me a new art light, and I haven't got it assembled yet, but I'm hoping it's going to be better for my Facebook Live. All right, so now I'm going to bring this in, and I'm going to put it into the center of the card like this. And I'm going to make sure, now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to gently lay this down, and then I'm going to count. Let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3 diamonds on that side, 2.5 on this side. So this needs to be pulled over just a little smidgeola. All right, that's better. You notice that little dimensional just stayed on the paper, but that's okay. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's perfect for me. This is good for government work. Look at how cute that is. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of the Flirty Flamingo and the Azure and the Balmy Blue Baker's Twine. And this actually came, I bought the whole suite. I bought the hot air balloon suite. And this came in it, and I love it because I love twine. I know somebody on this, somebody doesn't like twine, but that's okay. That's why we have options. But I'm just gonna make a bow. I'm gonna bring this in and make a simple little bow, 2 pieces of each. And by the way, let me give credit. This is a Mary Fish card. Mary Fish is a very accomplished demonstrator from Tucson, Arizona, and she posts a lot of beautiful things. And this is one of the cards that she made, and I said, oh, I'm going to show my peeps what she did with this, and I'm going to copy it because I'm the queen of copy. All right, so I'm going to take my little a little glue dot. I have gazillion glue dots. We all have gazillion glue dots, because we have lots of glue dots. We have them from all over different places. So this one is a large one. But what I'm going to do is with my finger, I'm just going to turn it on its side to make it a rectangle. And I'm going to put it right here. And then I'm going to bring my bow in and make sure I cover that glue dot completely with my bow. How cute is that? Easy, easy peasy. Now, I'm going to next take these rainbow adhesive back dots, which also came in the suite. You can get them individually, but here they are. So let me get this out of the way. And I am going to take 3, and I think what I'll do is I'll start with a Flirty Flamingo, and I'm going to put that right here. And I'm going to take a little, I'm going to take an Azure Afternoon one, and I'll put it over here. I'm just doing this randomly. It matters not what let's see. I'll take a Fresh Freesia too. And I'll put the Fresh Freesia right there. Like this. How about there, right, for the eye? Whoops. Perfect. Now, another thing I'm going to do is, these are matte dots. Can you see they don't, imitation is best form? Yes, it is. Absolutely. It's a great compliment to Mary Fish, and I get to pass it on to all my friends. So these dots are matte. I like matte, but on this particular card, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Winky, and I'm just going to color the dots like that, just to give them a little bit of extra pizzazz. All right, so there is this. Here is the outside of the card, all done. Easy peasy. Talk about easy, and how pretty this would be to make a box set and give this to someone as a gift. But I'm not done yet. When I took my, this is a little trick. When I took my piece of Designer Series paper, let me just take a piece out here. These are 6 by 6. So in order to get the best bang for your buck, what I like to do is I like to make my envelope flap. See here on the sample, here is my envelope flap for the card that I put on my newsletter last night. So what I do first is I cut that off first, because then I will have plenty of paper left over to not only make this panel, but to have a little bit of leftover as well. So the leftover that I had was a little tiny strip like this, and I said to myself, this is a really pretty little piece of paper. Let's not throw it away. So I'm going to just take this and I'm going to add some adhesive, and then I am going to pop it on the inside of my card on the bottom. I love the colors too. Me too. Thank you, Rachel. I love them. By the way, Rachel is an extremely accomplished photographer. If you're attached to her Facebook, she takes the most gorgeous pictures of flowers and plants. She walks every day and she takes the most gorgeous, gorgeous pictures. I've been making cards using the Stampin' Up! Since 12/12, but I just became a demo in October, and I'm watching, and many of you to YouTube. Great! I am so glad, Jan, that you have popped on, and I hope you can join me again anytime you just pop on. You're part of my Stampin' Up! Family now. So there you go. And here we go. So I just put that little piece on the bottom, and now I have to have a stamp on the inside. So I did actually take the stamp from the Wish Big Hot Air Balloons, the Hot Air Balloon stamp set, and I took the Wish Big. I like that. I think it's really pretty. And I'm going to use the Azure Afternoon ink, because that's kind of a focal piece. And this is a photopolymer, and you know how I feel about photopolymers. I like to have a pierce pad underneath. And so I'm going to bring this in, open this up. I could have done this first, but I didn't. Now make sure I get it the right way that says Wish Big. And I'm just going to come in here and stamp it. There we go. How cute is that? And then, of course, the last thing I have to do is I have to take, first of all, I got to cover this up because you know how I am. Thank you, Rachel. It's the truth. I speak the truth, girlfriend. She takes, if you're attached to her, she takes the most beautiful, beautiful pictures of flowers. They're just gorgeous. All right, so the envelope flap, a little bit of adhesive here, and here, and here, and there. And now here's my envelope flap. Now, had I not cut my envelope flap first out of the 6x6 paper, I would not have had the actual length. So that's why you have to do this first. So I'm going to put this in there, because you know how I am. By nature, I'm very frugal. So, whoops, I got a little bit of adhesive on this. Let me take this out. I wish we sold these adhesive removers. I've set my alert for whenever you post. Thank you. And if you'd like to get my newsletter every week, Jan, just pop on and you can add your name to my newsletter list, or you can send me your, PM me your email, and I can add you to my newsletter list. I post every week. I post on Thursdays, so you get to see what I'm doing on Friday. Okay, there you go. So here's the envelope flap, and here is the card. Look at that. And then here is the card that I already posted on my newsletter, and here it is in a different color version. But how nice. And so we're going to be doing these next week. So let me just come back here. Let me clean up my little mess here. I want to put my dies over here on my little magnetic sheet because I don't want to lose them, because you know frugal is good. Yes, frugal is very good. Okay, so I have a bunch of other things that I want to show you. First of all, I am going to harp a little bit more about the Painted Wishes kit. If you've not gotten any of these kits, now I'm not talking about Paper Pumpkin, I'm talking about the online exclusive kits that Stampin' Up! Sells, that we sell. This kit, Painted Wishes, I have to tell you, this is the best kit. Well, they're all best kits, but this is so easy. And when I say easy, everything is in it. The card base, the envelope, the dimensionals, the tear tape, the embellishments, the gold cording. Everything is in it. You need nothing. This is a non-stamping project, and it's wonderful. It's easy, and it would make a great gift for somebody. So I'm going to hold out on orders. I've already placed a bunch of orders this week for this kit for a number of my friends who want it. But if anybody wants it in the local geographic area here, let me know, because by tonight at 6 o'clock, I'm going to put in another order for these. So that's that. I mean, I'm telling you, if you've not ever tried a Stampin' Up! Kit, you really should, because it's a great value. I mean, these cards are less than $2.70 a piece with the envelope. You can't get anything as nice as this for $2.70. Anyway, okay, so that's that. So then for next week, first of all, I hope everybody's got their new catalogs. I've been hearing from some of my friends saying that both their mini catalog and the celebration catalog has finally arrived at their mailbox, and they're really enjoying it and can't wait until next week when they can start ordering. So one of the things that's in that kit, let me show you this. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. I can't stand it. Is the Be Mine Suite. It has a stamp set. It has the designer series paper. It's really, really pretty. But anyway, this is one thing that we're going to be making starting next week as well. This actually happen to be a money envelope so that the bills will fit in the length of this. But we can also make it gift card size. But isn't that cute? And the belly band comes off, and then there's a little place up here to write to and from and a little message. And then you can tuck in whatever denominations you want. So there's that. But isn't that cute? Now, I cannot honestly remember if I think I designed this myself. What kit was that? Oh, it's called, Jan, it's called Painted Wishes. Painted Wishes. I don't have the box. But let me tell you, it's a wonderful one. I can't even tell you how I absolutely love it. Okay. So this, we're going to do this next week too, starting Monday and Tuesday. Not Monday, because Monday is January 1st, so everybody can have a quiet time at their home. But Tuesday morning at 9 o'clock, we're going to be making these. We're going to be making these in whatever designer paper you would like. And also, if anybody is still interested in my Bluebird cards, which we made last week, I still love this. Gosh, this would be beautiful to add to the Painted Wishes kit. You could add 1 or 2 of these cards into the Painted Wishes kit. And remember, this is designer paper that is a freebie with Celebration. For demonstrators, you can do a pre-order, but for customers, that will be the first week in January. Anyway, so that's the story there. So I think I have covered everything. And oh, next week we will be using this. I love this. Where you see somebody came up with the most adorable card for Valentine's Day. So this is a stamp set that we're going to be using, and I'll show you that. It's adorable. But anyway, that's it for now. This is it for this December 29th, the last Friday in December 2023. Can you even believe that? And next week we will be welcoming January 2024 to our world. So I hope for all of you that you have a very happy and exciting or not exciting, restful, peaceful, whatever you want, weekend, a great New Year's Day, and I will see you a week from today. Namaste, my friends, and thank you everybody for dropping on, and welcome Jan again to our Friday morning, and hopefully we'll be able to see you again. And again, if you want to get my newsletter, just PM me and I'll be more than happy to add you to my newsletter. So thank you all, everybody. I hope you learned something. I hope you have fun.